Sorry, I guess there's some issue.
Proud and ecstatic to be a creative ambassador for the Vancouver Film School, man. I celebrate all of their work as they get people ready for the world of storytelling, be it in cinema, be it in gaming, whatever it is. The Vancouver Film School made me the man that I am today. If you like my movies, Vancouver Film School. If you don't like my movies, you blame Vancouver Film School.
I was a Foley artist of this beautiful film that won the Golden Lion at the International Film Festival of Venice.
We approached it like an action film, storyboarded it, pre-biz the entire episode, and shot the hell out of it out of Simi Valley.
So right, as it says, don't let anything stop you. Keeping that in mind, if you see this beautiful picture on screen, it is downtown Vancouver. It's considered to have the best quality of life city by a report in North America. Even the climatic conditions of Vancouver are really good. It doesn't get too cold during the winter season, unlike other places in Canada, where usually it can go down to minus 10 or 15 degrees in other places like Toronto and all those places. But however, Vancouver, even if it's cold in winters, it goes down to 1 or 2 degrees. That's the minimum. So they are not extreme weather conditions, right? And we Indians are not used to such extreme weather conditions. The creative economy, all of you will agree with me that there's never been a better time to be a creative artist. So whether it's movies, whether it's web series, whether it's music, whether it is any kind of entertainment in terms of games, animation, the kind of opportunities which we have now, probably the artists did not have 15 or 20 years ago. And especially, one thing is which has remained constant in this COVID situation is, one industry which has not gone down, that is the creative art industry. Because now, because of this COVID situation, people are consuming much more content. So whether you see so many movies coming out on different OTT platforms, so many web series are coming out and people are consuming, because whatever industry you take, all those industries have run out of business, but entertainment is such, like, it will never run out of business really. We have 8 campus buildings, which are more than 250,000 square feet of studio and facility space. All our programs are 1-year production-based model of 1-year advanced diploma, as you call them. So you must be wondering, right? Why is it a 1-year program? Why is it not a 3 or 4-year program? The reason being the kind of format which we have. The format is extremely intensive 1-year format. So ideally what you study in another school for 2 or 3 years, it's packaged in such a way that you finish it in 1 year. Right, so that's the advantage of finishing it in 1 year and then getting ready to enter into the workforce earlier, right? So for all our programs, as I mentioned initially, portfolio is the major requirement. If you guys don't have a portfolio, you have to enroll into the foundation program. So there are 2 foundation programs. One is for Introduction to Film Animation and Design, which is the foundation program, which is a 1-year program, foundation program before the 1-year advanced diploma. So if the student does not have any, portfolio, is not sure what they want to do, they can enroll into this foundation program, which is a 1-year program. Anybody who's interested in acting but has no acting experience, they have to enroll into the Acting Essentials program, which is a 4-month program before the 1-year acting diploma in acting for film and television. So for all other programs, the foundation is one year before the 1-year advanced diploma. For acting, it is a 4 months Acting Essentials program before the 1-year diploma in acting for film and television. Moving on to the set of programs, we have, if anybody interested in animation, we have 3 types of animation programs. So there's 3D animation and visual effects. As the name suggests, you will learn 3D animation, VFX, and 3D modeling. Classical animation, which is 2D animation. Concept art. Animation concept art is basically the conceptualization of ideas behind a character. So suppose you see cartoons like, Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse. So as a conceptual artist, my job will be to think, okay, what kind of dress, let's say Minnie Mouse is wearing in a specific episode today. What is the color of wall where Mickey Mouse is standing? All those kind of conceptualization of ideas. Then we have digital design. Digital design includes interactive design, motion design, UI, UX, communication design. It includes graphic designing as well. Then we have programming for game, web, and mobile. So programming will interest the students who already have a coding background. For students who already have a coding background, be interested in this program. We have sound design. So sound design is use of imaginary sound in studios. So see, when you see movies like, Jurassic Park or let's say Godzilla, when you see all those dinosaurs walking, right? Walking and creating those sounds, those are obviously imaginary sound in studios. I'm sure you guys have personally not met any dinosaur in real life, right? So you really don't know how they sounded so many thousand years ago, right? So those are all created for effects for movies, sound effect for movies. Next one is game design. So game design includes basically what it includes is the front end of the game. Like what would be the color used in the game, how many levels are there in the game, how many characters are there in the game, what is the storyline of the game. So basically all that you'll be learning in the game design program. Film and television programs, we have acting for film and television. You will learn different acting styles for movie, television, and theater. Writing for film, television, and games, different screenwriting styles for movies, television, and games. Makeup design. So makeup design is not just limited to beauty makeup, but it also includes the use of prosthetics. So when you see movies like, let's say, if you see Game of Thrones, for example, you see all those characters, right, with all those big ears and nose and all those weird kind of features. That's all prosthetics which are used, right? If you see Hulk, with that muscles and all that, that is obviously prosthetics again. Then sound design we discussed. Film production. So film production is one of the most popular programs which we have, and we started with film production first. So film production includes all the aspects of movie making. So whether it's direction, cinematography, production, post-production, production design, it pretty much includes all the aspects of movie making, and you can specialize in any 2 areas as well, at the end of the course. These are some of our rankings, as you might call it, or accolades. We are number 1 in the world for web and mobile school, top 25 global film school in the world, top 15 global game design school in the world, number 1 in animation in the world, number 2 in the world for animation, first place for makeup design and for film and television for at IMAX. So if you see our rankings are very high, we focus a lot on quality education, right? 171 VFS alumni worked on shows nominated for the last year Academy or Oscars Awards. 23 VFS alumni were nominated for the Emmy nominated projects, and 6 alumni actually won the Emmy winning projects. So this is one short VFX demo reel which I want to show you, created by one of our students. Just a second. Some reason it's not playing. So this was a demo VFS demo reel rather, created by one of our students. Right. So these are some of our examples of some alumni who were part of successful projects over the last few years. So we have Grace Doe, who is the actor for the movie Revenant. We had Lino DiSalvo, who was a creative director for Playmobil and Disney movie Frozen and The Little Prince. We had Minar Bidai, who was the animation lead and senior animator for Venom, Black Panther, Pacific Rim, Fast and Furious 8, Star Trek Beyond, Chronicles of the Ghostly Tribe, the Hindi movie Shandar, and many more. We had Dhruv Govil, who was a pipeline supervisor for Spider-Man Homecoming and Smallfoot. We had Mr. Vic, who was a part of many successful projects like Solo, Star Wars Story, Star Wars The Last Jedi, Rogue One, the Star Wars Stories, Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan, King Kong Skull Island, and many, many more, right? Karthik Kulkarni was the sound designer and supervising sound editor for a lot of short films and also a lot of web series on the OTT platforms and short movies like Bhosle, Kacha Limbu. He was also the supervising sound editor for a Marathi movie Sairat, which came many years ago. For people who are from Maharashtra will know Sairat was a very popular movie, right? So this is one 3D animation and visual effects reel which I wanted to show you guys. This was recently also created by one of our students. One of our Indian students created this animation demo reel.
Vengeance has consumed you. It's consuming them. I'm done letting it consume me.
This was the game design project which one of our students did and won like a lot of accolades and awards. Basically, it's Unity Awards 2019 winner for the best project which VFS got. Thank you so much. This was what I wanted to share with you, but I want to quickly show you our website. So I'm not sure if you guys have got the opportunity to recently see our website. Okay, I'll just take you guys there. It's basically www.vfs.edu. So I'll just share the screen again with you. So this is what our website looks like, vfs.edu. All the programs which we discussed in length are available on the website. So whether it's 3D animation, acting for film and television, animation, concept art, classical, digital animation, game design, programming, all the programs are mentioned over here in detail. The admission process, how to apply, financial scholarship. Currently, we do have summer scholarship opportunities available up to 10,000 Canadian dollars for selected programs. So please check with us which are those programs and we'll let you know. We also have student experience accommodation. So we do not have hostel or dorm facility, but we can help you with homestay or rented apartment options, right? So we have those different kind of accommodation based on the budget and the requirement of the student. My VFS, about VFS, careers at VFS. So once a student joins VFS, they get lifetime access to something known as a VFS job board. So what is a VFS job board, right? Different companies or different industries will companies will come, and studios rather will come and post their jobs at the VFS website. So once you become a full-time student, you will get access to that. They will post their job vacancies and all that on our website, and you can apply from there. Now, due to the current COVID situation, VFS has taken the opportunity to introduce a lot of online programs. So we have short-term online certification courses. These are on different topics like on writing, film, introduction to cinematography, acting, design. So these online certification courses are not full-time programs. These are just short time. These are 7 to 8 weeks course. And if you guys are not, some students who are not sure of doing the full-time program, they can first enroll into the online certification course to see how, how is it to study at VFS, what's the way of studying, what's the style. If you're not sure, then you can always start with the certification program first. If you want to get an overview, or if you want to get a flavor of how is it to study at VFS. Then we have online workshops as well, which is a very short 3 to 4 day workshop. So both the certification courses and the online workshops are chargeable, depends on program to program. We have online info sessions on time to time, which are free, which you can, take part of. We have online industry talks, which are free, where different industry people can come and talk to the students. That also you can enroll into. We have a podcast where you can tune into your podcast and listen to different industry people talking about various programs. So just for one example, I'm clicking on 3D animation and visual effects. I've already clicked on that. So when you click on 3D animation and visual effects, for example, you'll be able to see the creative economy of the country, the alumni success, right? You'll be able to see term-wise information. So as I told you guys that VFS has a 1 year program, right? So there's 6 terms in a year, 2 months per term. That's how it is. If you want to know the subjects, click on full course description. If you want to know the faculty, click on view faculty. Specializations for this particular program, you can focus on any one out of the 3 specializations. So there's 3D animation, modeling, and visual effects. Out of this, you can focus on one. All this information is fine, right? Now you guys will tell me, okay, it has all creative art programs, that's fine. But what about the tuition fees, tuition rates? What about the fees? What about the start dates? What about the portfolio requirements, which we touched on a little bit? So you have to select the region as Asia. So I already clicked here as Asia. You can see the tuition rates and start dates. So tuition rate for this particular program is 53,750 Canadian dollars. Right, so this includes the cost of your study material and also whatever software you are using. It does not include your cost of living. For cost of living, usually we tell students to keep $1,200 separately per month, right? Start dates, this specific program is offered 6 times a year: August, October, January, Feb, May, and June. This will tell you when the programs are offered, but it does not tell you whether there are seats available in the specific start date or not. For that, you have to, call and check, or email or call and check with us, like whether the seat is available in the specific start date which you need or not. Usually the classes are very limited. We only take 30 students per batch, between 30 to 36 students per batch. So you have to apply at least 7, 8 to 9 months in advance if you're interested in a specific intake. In some programs, you might have to apply even a year in advance, like film production, makeup design, classical animation. These programs get filled almost a year in advance. Portfolio requirements. So every program has a different portfolio requirements. For this 3D animation and visual effects, click over here. We need a visual art portfolio, which would need still or character drawings, 3D computer work, and some computer artwork like Flash, Photoshop, or Illustrator, or successful completion of the VFS Foundation Visual Art and Design program, which I mentioned earlier. So every program has different tuition fees. Our tuition fees ranges from 28,750 Canadian dollars to 53,750, which is the highest for 3D animation and visual effects and for film production. So every program will have different, tuition rates. Every program has different start dates. So some programs are offered 3 times a year, some are offered 4 times a year, some programs are offered 6 times a year, right? Every program has different portfolio requirements. You just have to click on the specific program and you can see the portfolio requirements. So this is where the program was concerned. And one very important point is VFS is a private school, right? So there's no automatic work permit after you finish your 1 year at VFS. You might have to study in a pathway program. So we have different pathway options. We have tie-up with different universities like BCIT, Capilano, 3IS, Paris. MET Film School, London, Regent's University, London, Royal Roads University, Wilfrid Laurier University, University of Arts, London, and University of Fraser Valley. So if you see, we have tied up with a lot of universities in Canada and UK, where you might have to further study 1 or 2 years more to get a 2 or 3 year open work permit. We also have a day called Industry Day, especially for 3D animation, game design, and digital design, where different people will come from the industry and take your interview. But if the company is ready to sponsor you, you can get a job. If not, then the Pathway program is, one of the options to get the open work permit. So sometimes you have seen that in the Industry Day, if the company is ready to sponsor, the students can get a job. If not, then of course the Pathway is available for you, right? Remaining pretty much, if you see, our website is very user friendly. It's very transparent. So whatever program you have to click on that, you can see the start dates, the tuition, and the portfolio requirements. We have pretty much anything in detail. You just have to click on a specific thing and ask. If you do not get anything on the website, please feel free to get in touch with us. I will help you with that. As I said, different programs have different scholarships which are going on currently, summer scholarship programs. So let me know if you are interested in any of the any of the programs, whether they offer scholarship or not. I'll let you know what is the scholarship requirement. So currently what I'm doing is I'm sharing with you, my details. So if you can get in touch with me, if you have any questions regarding anything, let me know. Our website pretty much is very self-explanatory.
Thanks, Dinesh. Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
In fact, what we have done is we have our volunteer group. So basically, if any students who basically are interested, will definitely be connected to the volunteer group, and these students will be connected to you. So
okay, great.
Process followed, and we will follow that process.
Okay.
Anything more that you wanted to say?
Actually, I was just checking student questions. I'll just saw them now. So there's a question from Aparjita. Should we use a template? So I'm assuming you mean template in regards to portfolio, right? So there's no specific template, but we will give you as I said, every program has different portfolio requirements. So you have to check the website on the program with different portfolio requirements and make it accordingly. We don't want to be like, one same template for all. You could have everybody can have different ideas and all. Only the guidelines have to be followed. Right, like as I said, sketches are needed for 3D animation, some human anatomy sketches or still or lifetime drawing sketches, and some computer artwork. So yeah, the guidelines have to be followed, but not a specific template is not required. So we have a question from Mervin, how to create portfolio. So Mervin, I'm not sure if you were there before. As I said, every program has different portfolio requirements. You really have to click on that specific program to see. And you can create your portfolio accordingly. So there's Arpita, again, what are the important aspects to add in your portfolio? Very interesting question. Arpita, first thing is very important aspect is be original, as I said before. That is the key. Try to portray your creativity as much possible in your portfolio. And some students take so much time in making their portfolio perfect. Nothing is perfect. Don't think that my portfolio has to be really good. And sometimes students waste a lot of time, like they take 3-4 months in making portfolio, and then they run out on the seats. So don't do that. If it's creative enough, it's good enough, try to proofread from few people, your friends or your family or whatever. Send it to us for a free pre-assessment, as I told you. If there's any something missing in the portfolio, which we let you know, you can improve your portfolio and send it us back again. Because I don't want you to apply on the VFS website directly and then we reject your portfolio. I mean, you pay the $100 application fee and it's rejected. It's better to do a free pre-assessment first, right? Apart for that. So Arvind, is there any music, Western, classical, instrument and voice? Unfortunately, Arvind, we don't have any such program. And you said also sound engineering. So we don't have sound engineering, but sound design, which we have, which I said user imaginary sounding studios. Not exactly sound engineering or Western or classical, unfortunately. Thank you, thank you. Somebody said wow, and Mustafa said, "Sir, I like your session." Thank you, Mustafa. And Aruna has a question. If you are not a part of any.
This is from our side, so that is
Okay,
absolutely.
okay. Sorry. Yeah. So yeah. So please take my information from the concerned person at that team. The counselor will help you out, and just feel free to get in touch and let me know if you have any questions. Just
Yes,
let them.
Dinesh, there are a few questions.
Yes.
One, basically, students who have attended today's session, is there an application fee waiver for these students if they want to apply?
Unfortunately, no, because that's the reason I said you do a free pre-assessment first. Because before you pay the $100 application fee, we are doing a free pre-assessment. So even if you're not eligible, we'll straight out will tell you don't apply. You're not eligible. So we'll take $100 and then waive it off. It doesn't make sense. Or that's the thing. And that application fee waiver goes to the it doesn't go directly to the admission department. It goes to the management. What do you call it? The person who manages the fees and all that. Goes to the different department altogether. So no. So take advantage of the free pre-assessment.
Perfect.
There'll be no for the waiver at all.
The Vancouver Film School has a great alumni network, excellent alumni network. Can the student who join your program get an access to the alumni as well as part of the program?
So what you can do, what I would suggest you join our social media pages, join our Facebook and Instagram pages. There you will have hundreds and thousands of alumni who communicate with each other on a regular basis. So you can, chat with them, connect us, chat or interact with them, because we are not allowed to give one student's information to another because of privacy reasons, right? And plus, if I give you information of one student, it's better to talk to hundreds of students on social media than just take information from one, because everybody will have different experiences, different things to say. So better to join our social media pages for connecting with the alumni, and they are very helpful. All our alumni are very helpful. They'll as soon as we reach out to them, they will answer like as soon as they can.
Perfect. Also, there's a question from Aprajita Singhal. Do you have journalism related certificate course?
Arpita, we don't have journalism related courses, unfortunately. We have writing. We have writing for film and television. I know that doesn't relate exactly to journalism, but kind of close to it. So.
Now, the other question that we have is basically, students, you have shown basically the work of students. So definitely students will get an hands-on exposure on latest, equipments and all those things. And also their work is showcased in different festivals. And so in that 1 year, is it possible to do all those things, or does the student have to basically, go to a foundation pathway program, and that's when the student does it? When does the whole thing happen?
So usually foundation program is for those students who are not sure what program they want to get into at VFS or don't have any portfolio at all. So we recommend foundation to those people. Usually it's the 12th graders who go for the foundation because they're not sure. They know they're creative, but they're not sure what they want to do ahead. So that is one part. Secondly, pathway is only you're supposed to take if you want to stay back option in Canada, if you want to work, because VFS is a private school, right? So there's no automatic work permit. And coming to a third part of question, yes, 1 year is enough. Because as I said, it's a very intensive 1 year program. So your classes are 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the evening, Monday through Friday. And after 4 p.m. also, there are 5 to 6 hours of mentored assignments. So pretty much you're in school for 10 to 11 hours a day, every single day, Monday to Friday. And Saturday, Sunday also, the students would be working on a lot of assignments. So it's very intensive. It's not a cup of tea for everybody because it's very intensive. I don't want to like discourage you guys. I'm just telling you the reality. It's a very intensive 1 year program. And also we have hands-on experience they'll get. So we have faculties who directly come from the studios and teach our students. So most of our faculty is part-time faculty who comes directly from the studios, who are already working on current projects or have worked on past projects. They come and teach the students. So you can imagine it's like the current information what they're having is passed on to the students, right? So you can understand in that way what kind of, it's like practical application of knowledge. Not much of theory is taught. Of course, the students will be needing textbooks and all that, but the theory part is very less as compared to practical, application. So by the time that 1 year is over, they're so fully equipped because they're working on so many live projects, so many things. By the time they graduate from VFS, they are like industry ready. And those people who, lot of our VFS alumni, they employ other VFS alumni also. So, they are very, you never know, right? Your current classmate could be a potential future employer. So, alumni network, as Mr. Richard said, is very important, and you get ready like what another school will take 3 years for you to get ready. Here you get ready in 1 year or within 1 year, I would say.
So, Mr. Arvind Kumar has sent me a message.
Okay.
He basically wants to know the fee for courses and duration. It is mentioned on the website. Each page has different fees. It ranges from, he said, the highest is 53,000 Canadian dollars, and I guess the lowest is?
The lowest is 28,750, which is for writing for film and television. The highest is 53,750, which is for 3D animation, visual effects, and also for film production. So Arvind, it ranges between that. You just have to click on the specific program on the website and you will get the tuition fees available.
Perfect. You mentioned about the online courses. The student who does online courses, will they get the credit if they go and enroll to the program later on?
So this is not a credit bait. The online course, which I said, is a very short-term program. It's just like to get a feeler, like how it is. Like there's small topics. So there are two types of online program. One is online workshop, which is 3 to 4 days in length. And the other is online certification program, which is 7 to 8 weeks. So there could be different topics like, introduction to cinematography or whatever. So that's not a credit-based thing. It is just like a short-term program to get the basic knowledge.
Okay. My last question is basically on the travel ban that is there at present for students who want to travel. So how you take that situation and how do you think this will change in future?
So currently, unfortunately, the Canadian Embassy has extended the ban till, end of this month. But however, we have received information that, right now at VFS, we have a hybrid model. Those students are already there. They are like, 3 times a week they have online and twice a week they have on campus. But now we have received information that from fall, which is October for us, because we don't have any program in September, we have August and then October. So October onwards, we are having everything will be on campus. That's what we have heard. We are planning to, everybody's planning to return to on campus from fall. That's what we have heard from the embassy. So that is good news, which you from October onwards, you will be, in on campus, you don't have to do online. Unless, the Canadian Embassy changes their mind. But as of now, that's the information. But I hope they don't, because almost more than 75 to 80% of the people have been vaccinated in Canada. That's what we have heard. So I'm sure by October, more people will be vaccinated. So I don't think there should be any problem there. Everything will open up in October.
That would be good. Ranjana has asked a question. Ranjana, you need to be clear. You have mentioned what documents required for this course. For this, which course? I'll have to search.
So, sorry, I didn't get the name. Ranjana, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ranjana, I'll just give you basically documents are pretty much same for all the programs. The first requirement, as I said, is a portfolio. If you don't have portfolio, then you need to enroll into the foundation program. The second is all academic documents from grade 12 onwards. Right from your grade 12 to your latest degree, whatever you have done. If you are directly applying after grade 12, then your 11th standard and your 12th standard, documents, mark sheets are required. Apart from that, we need 2 letters of recommendations. So your 2 letters of recommendations could be from your school or your college or your workplace, or it could be combination from one from your college and one from your workplace, right? And also we need IELTS. That is very important. I've had to mention later on, but good this came up. IELTS score 6.5 with no band less than 6. If you guys are going for the foundation program, then 6 overall with no band less than 6. Otherwise, it's 6.5. Currently, for conditional acceptance, we are also accepting Duolingo scores. So Duolingo score has to be 105 or above, minimum 105 above. The Canadian embassy prefers IELTS. So for conditional acceptance, Duolingo is fine, but for full acceptance, you have to give IELTS. Usually the Canadian embassy would not prefer TOEFL or other English tests. They prefer IELTS only. And don't worry about your percentages. Like a lot of students ask me, what about my percentage in my degree or my 12th or whatever. We are not an academic kind of school. We are not an engineering or computer science. We are a creative art school. So your creative potential has to be shown through your portfolio, not primarily through your grades. So even if you're 50% or more overall, like average score of 50% or higher, that is fine. But your portfolio has to be good, and your other documents have to be in place. So that's it.
How much time it takes to process the application once the documents are submitted?
If all the documents are complete, the conditional acceptance happens usually in 3 to 4 working days. If everything is, if the seed deposit has to be paid after, after the conditional acceptance, usually 1 week, 7 to 7 working days. Turnaround time is very fast. We work very, quickly on the students' applications.
Thank you, Dinesh. Thank you again very much for participating in the Student University Webinar Season 4 and for answering the questions and for presenting Vancouver Film School to us. Your session was very informative. Thank you. And if there are any prospective students, we'll definitely connect these students to you, and we'll guide the students in the process as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great day ahead, and please be safe.
Yeah, you too have a good weekend, and bye. Take care.
Bye.
And tomorrow, basically, we have a session which is basically on the continuous learning. Okay. Thank you, Dinesh. In case perfectly fine.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. So continuous learning is the session. And what's important is basically Aruna has some information to share. So I will share.
Thank you everyone for attending the Student University Webinar 4. Make it a point to attend all the webinars to get guaranteed results. There should be no complaints, no excuses, and share among your friends and in your contacts. And you have to be on time. Tomorrow, that is Saturday, 21st August, the success skill would be continuous learning, important for success. And presenter is Mr. Richard Lasrado, the founder and managing director of EACC. The student questionnaire topic would be, why the city of North Bay? The possibilities to settle in Canada for an international student pursuing a program from Nipissing University and our NU promise. The university presenting is Nipissing University, Canada. Presenter is Mr. Ryan D. Cruz, Marketing Manager of South and West India. We'll be starting at 6:30 p.m. and we suggest you to log in 10 minutes early. It is very important for us, your feedback. So follow us on Facebook page EACC 2000 and follow us on Instagram EACC_2000. The 10 best feedbacks will get special prize and it will be declared each week on Saturday at 8 p.m. So it's very necessary to give your feedback, and we have already posted the link on the chat box to give feedback on our live Facebook page. Do tag us on @EACC2000 on Facebook and @EACC_2000 on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube, EACC Education Abroad Counseling Center. And for free Zoom one-on-one counseling, contact your student university webinar volunteers. They will fix an appointment for free Zoom one-on-one counseling. And support us. Forward the link to family, friends, and in your network. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for attending this. It's a pleasure to present Student University Webinar 4 to everybody. And I hope you enjoyed as much. Tomorrow again, we are going to be there at 6:30. And I look forward to see you all. In fact, I request you to forward this to many more students so that they also can participate. Remember, this is a free session and everybody can participate in this and they can take the benefit of this. I wish you a good night. Take care. Bye.